But something I was thinking about and I wanted to tell you guys about is I'm going to our branch pride dinner tonight, and it's to celebrate the fact that the Rainfront branch that I work at has been recognized as one of the few branches in the whole company of being pride status, which means that we are doing everything possible to have the best business practices. So when we send out equipment, it's in the best possible condition. We have great safety practices and very low OSHA recordable ratings. We're billing everything possible. We're making the best possible net profits that we can. There's a lot of things that go into it as far as billing and getting things invoiced on time, getting things paid quickly, so on and so forth. But I was thinking about something that my high school baseball coach told me that really stuck with me. And I grew up in Eaton, Colorado, which is known as being one of the winningest baseball teams in high school history throughout the U.S. It's I think, God, we have like 20-some state championships or something like that in like 30 years or something crazy like that. And our coach, Jim Danley, who has since retired, he said something one time that really stuck with me, and ever since he said it, I've never forgotten it. Even though I stopped playing baseball a long time ago, and it's not necessarily that it applies directly just to baseball, but he said that the difference between just any other baseball player and a professional baseball player was their ability to do and make great plays consistently. So anybody can make a double play, anybody can hit a home run once, anybody can make it a spectacular catch. The difference is that the people who are fantastic, who are at the highest levels, those people can do it day in, day out, play in, play out, consistently. And I was thinking about that this morning, and really the difference in any situation, any career, any talent, any skill set, is not the fact that someone can do something great once, it's that they do it consistently. And a lot of times it's not just having that skill and being at that skilled level, it's what that person does on a daily basis, weekly basis, monthly basis, yearly basis, consistently. That's what allows them to be at that level. And really that's what makes the difference in anything you do, is not just doing something once, right? I mean, think about all the people who have their New Year's resolutions, right? They want to get six-pack abs and lose a bunch of weight and all those things. The one thing I always told my clients when I was a personal trainer was, if you want to do these things, the number one thing you need out of anything is consistency. Even if you just show up 3 to 5 times a week at the gym and just show up and do something, I promise you'll have better results than if you show up once a week or a couple times a month and work really, really hard. And because it's the consistency of it that makes the difference. And obviously, if you work harder and your efforts are more focused and are really working towards that goal, and you're consistent, that's even better, right? But the thing I want you guys to take away from this is that idea that the difference between you being you at this level and you being you at this level is how consistent you are about following the things that will get you to where you want to be. So if you have a goal, and I want to be, right now, my main focus is building my sales territory, and someday I would like to be one of the top salespeople in the entire company in industrial markets. And I know that in order to do that, there are things I need to be doing on a daily basis, a weekly basis, and even on an annual basis to make sure that I'm hitting all these different things in order to accomplish that. And that mentality of, I'm going to do these things which will eventually lead to this result. And too often people get caught up in this idea that I need to have certain things in order to accomplish this, rather than to do certain things. Well, I want to be a millionaire. So in order to be a millionaire, I have to have, a title. I have to have a job that I make, 7 figures, and all these things. I have to have this in order to become a millionaire, or I have to have these certain material items in order to be successful. The thing where people really miss it is that they're focused on what they need to have in order to be that, rather than what do they need to do in order to become that. What do they need to do on a daily basis that will lead to where they want to be? And that's where most people slip up. And it falls in line with the whole consistency idea that if you want to accomplish something, look at what it is you want to accomplish and write it down. And then the next thing you're going to do is you're going to think about, what does it mean to be successful? What does it mean to be a millionaire? What does it mean to be one of the best at this position? What are those people doing that makes them different from everyone else? And then you make a list of all the things that you're going to do on a daily, weekly, monthly, yearly basis in order to become what you're trying to do. And when you do that and you stick to it consistently, that's when you'll be successful. It might take you way longer than you had hoped, and it might be a lot more difficult than you had hoped. In fact, I can almost guarantee you that it will be more difficult than what you expected. But I can also guarantee you that if you stick with it and you're consistent, you stick to the plan, you follow protocol, and you do all those things that it takes to become that you will become the best that you can be at that job, at that skill, whatever it is that you're trying to accomplish. You will be the best that you can be. And I will talk about that in another video in the future, about setting reasonable goals for yourself, because comparing yourself to other people can be another very dangerous thing. I won't get into that now, because I could do a whole other 15-minute rant on that. But what I want you to focus on right now is figure out what things you want to accomplish, and then write down all the things that you're going to do in order to help you accomplish that, and then do those things consistently, day in, day out. Make it a priority, and then I want you guys to report back to me a month from now, 6 months from now, a couple years from now, and I want you to tell me if you did that consistently, and you're honest with yourself, and you did that consistently, you worked hard. You tell me that it did not make a giant difference in you pursuing that goal. So I want to thank you guys for your time. Please subscribe to the channel. Please share this with your friends. And I really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. I hope you have a great day. Be safe out there and be consistent.